Don't stop till I get it. Don't stop till I get it.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Painted Dog TV. With myself, Gareth, as your guide. I'm joined by Andrew, who's on camera this afternoon, and we have our new intern, Ryan, with us. Still learning the ropes, although I believe his debut on camera is coming up pretty soon. But good to have the man with us. And the legend, Andrew, with us as well. Very excited to be out here with you folks. We've taken a slightly different route out of camp this afternoon, just to see if there's anything on the western side of the reserve. I've taken Mamba Krunkelput, such a cool name. And there is some method to the madness. I've come up this way because this morning on our morning drive we had some tracks of a male leopard that was heading this direction, heading in a westerly direction. I just wanted to see if I could find any further signs of him, but we do know that our resident female in this section of the reserve, who's slightly more relaxed than the male, does tend to spend quite a bit of time with him. We've actually been captured on camera, not our camera sadly, but somebody else's camera trap at one of the waters too far from here. They were captured mating a couple of weeks ago. She's a young female and might not be pregnant yet. That sometimes happens. So they'll copulate quite regularly when they first become independent, and only when they're really ready, when they're sexually mature, will they fall pregnant. And so I just wanted to come along here and just see if we didn't find any signs of these two leopards. As I say that, here's the tracks of a female leopard, but they are not fresh. Heading north, the direction we're headed. So there you go, everybody. We know the leopards like coming into this area. And that's why I wanted to come up this side this afternoon, just try something different. Tracks up and down of the male here. Try to show you guys those tracks. Can't really get too close to them here. I'm sure Andrew will be able to pick them up on the right hand side of the road there. Just a couple sets of tracks of the male going up and down. Can't get them. That's okay. Let's see if we can get them further up. There's rocks in my way here, which is why I couldn't pull off. Not so easy to see them here now. But they certainly aren't fresh, everybody, these tracks of the male leopard. The ones that I had this morning, however, were very fresh. They were actually on top of fresh signs of where black rhino had been having a squabble, a fight. We never caught up with those black rhino. But it was pretty cool to see the signs of the black rhino and then the leopard tracks on top of that. Now these tracks that we've got here are from just after the rain. The last rain we had in this area was about 3 days ago now, so the tracks are old, these tracks at least. Just going to quickly check in with our wonderful pack members who are on the private channel. Good afternoon, Carol and Mary, Jennifer, Di, Barbara, Rosemary, Sue. Hello ladies, lovely to have you with us. Put the lime in the coconut. That's interesting, Mary. Yeah, it's quite a mouthful, the name of this road. Mamba Krunkelput. Quickly hop off here, everyone. I just want to see if there's any fresh tracks of this male coming out here. Not seeing anything fresh yet. Still the old tracks. But this next road that we take runs parallel to one of the prominent rivers here on the reserve, the Rietspruit River. I'm almost certain that Leopard would have either gone into the river and stayed there or crossed through it, coming into the western half here again. So we'll just check this next road, everybody. It's a beautiful road. Love this road. And it doesn't look like anybody's driven here since the rains, which is also so cool. I love these clean roads. Looking for tracks to see what might have moved around here in the last couple of days, undisturbed, by the vehicle traffic.
Out from Leopard, there are 5 Leopard stations in Leopard.
Yes, that's correct, Carol. So we have Andrew on camera, Ryan's joined us this afternoon, and then Matty is in FC. So there you go, Sue. That's the order of business this afternoon.
I think I'm on number 7.
Does sound like there's quite a lot of vehicles out this afternoon. Another busy afternoon here on the Rietspruit Game Reserve. Quite a lot of those vehicles have come onto Blowbunk, which is great. Means we have better chances of obviously finding all of the game, but still hoping for the female cheetah and cubs. Love to show that to all of you. We haven't seen them yet, so we're dying to see them as well. And we'll probably head into that area a little bit later this afternoon, folks. Once I've checked this road, I think I'm going to cut east towards the last sighting of those cheetah, which was yesterday morning. you'll see just a little ways up ahead here, everybody, we're going to drop down.
Picking up any signs on the telemetry. They're around shortcut or Riverbed.
Sorry, I'm just busy.
Poole, if you just check around.
Just busy listening. Also not too far from where we are is where he last had sign of the elephants, but he's had no luck. He's been searching for them for quite a while now, so obviously those elephants are hiding in some very dense woodland at the moment. But I was just going to say, we're going to drop down through a small little tributary that feeds towards the main river here. And I've often found tracks of these leopards moving along this little tributary. Beautiful area. Looks like the elephants might have been here at some stage. Just going to move this tree which has been pushed over here. Good to have you with us again, bud. And yes, indeed, Sue, this is a gorgeous road, one of my favorites. Fantastic area, and it is a stunning afternoon. Sun's out, but it's not boiling hot. It's a lovely temperature, just around 30 degrees Celsius. Just the way I like it. I'm sure it won't be long before we start getting the much higher temperatures again, closer to 40. And that's when I'll be in my swimming pool with an ice cold beer and Harrison jumping around. Andrew was just trying to zoom in on some warthogs, everybody, that just bolted from us, family of warthogs, including a tiny little piglet. Just saw one, a newborn piglet. Sadly, they have bolted.
Got any signs down there? No, negative. I've just come up a bit fast now, also no signs. I'm going to head towards Edward and see if they didn't get into the Rietspruit somewhere. I had the telemetry on from field control. I didn't pick up anything there, but the last couple of days we're moving very slowly, but it must be just suddenly
Just busy listening again to Kevin and my brother conversing. Sounds like my brother's out on a game drive this afternoon as well, and they've both been searching for the elephants but have had no joy.
I didn't see any signs around field control. I didn't see anything
Just look at this around us here, guys. It's like an enchanted forest. It's so beautiful. The light breaking through the very thick canopy every now and then. The carpet of green underneath. The perfect place for an animal to come and rest during the heat of the day. Some kudu and a nyala running away from us there, unfortunately again. Kudu in the forest, kudu and a nyala in the forest. There's another kudu here on the right. Just hiding behind the trees here. Let's see if we go forward, if he obliges us with a nice view. Lovely bull in there. Oh, he's stunning, eh? Lovely set of horns, beautiful rack. Not sure about us though. Lovely to get a view of that big bull though. My favorite antelope, the kudu, particularly the bulls. Love those horns. Very impressive animal, very powerful animal.
The pride is still on the top of the thing, Riverbed. Few meters away. On the sea.
So we're just coming into that tributary now, everyone, I was talking about earlier, where I often find the signs of leopard. Just have a close look down here in this little drainage line. Now I know that my brother's driven in the main river to my right, running parallel to me, and he has a keen eye. He also guided for 5 years with me at and beyond. We guided together in that company for 5 years. Keen eye, and he's coming this far. Just have again, just such a beautiful spot, this
Copy that, Poole.
this little drainage line.
Yeah, but it's on the track. You've got the Rietspruit track on the other side. This is the one that goes closer towards Antioch.
Sorry, Paul, I missed that. What have you got there?
With a brief sighting of the male black rhino.
Oh, wow.
The two white rhino females here.
Copy that, thanks. That's incredible. One of the other homeowners, everybody, has just had a brief sighting of a black rhino very close to where we are here.
I'm all on Blauwbank, number 8.
So this main riverbed I was telling you about, everybody, which is called the Deep Slurt, which is to our right, they saw that black rhino, but they did say it was very brief. The black rhino are very skittish, so it took off apparently. But we're in the area, so you never know. We might still come across it again. But what I have just spotted, everybody, is a beautiful pan, like a little pool of water that has formed in this drainage line. Just a little ways in here, right at the end there. So if you don't mind, you'll oblige me just 3 minutes. I just want to quickly go have a look at that pan. I just want to see if any of the animals are using it, namely the black rhino and the leopard. And at the same time, just look for any tracks in this area. There was a rhino here today. A white rhino. Probably came and lay down in this pool. Two white rhino. Two sets of tracks here. And that female leopard was here very recently, everybody. Her tracks are on top of the rhino's tracks. She drank edge of the west. She then drank again. Wow. this female leopard had made use of this gorge we have here in this little riverbed, and with that pool of water that formed since the rains. It certainly has made my day, seeing those very fresh leopard tracks there. Female leopard. Fresh, on top of the rhino's tracks. She drank at the water there, and she then continued up along the edge of the drainage line. Yeah. Yeah, geez, that's very exciting. Carol, to answer your question, it could be either. It could be her or her mother. One of those two females that's walked up there and had a drink at that little pool of water. I just so wish I could have taken you with me to go and see the sequence of tracks. She drank at 3 different spots around that little natural pool of water that's formed there. And then she scent marked up against a bush just the other side of the water, and then walked up along that drainage line. Tell you what though, folks, if I could stay on foot and follow those tracks, I reckon there's a very good chance I'd find that female leopard in there. But of course, then I'd leave you all stranded while I was gone. I don't know how long it would take me till I found her. It's not impossible, of course, that she may have left the reserve as well. The western boundary is not very far along that drainage line. And then you get the citrus farms on the other side of the fence, and we know that she does sometimes venture into those citrus farms. There's a lot of duiker that are attracted to the citrus and the leaves of the citrus trees, and so they're abundant in those farms, and the leopards go hunting those duiker in there. So she may have done that. But what I am going to try is there's another road that runs parallel to this one over. It comes quite close to that drainage line. I'll just go try that area this afternoon, everybody. I know that the rhino went that way as well. The white rhino that we're drinking there and sleeping in that little dry riverbed. So we may get lucky with some rhino there too. Still busy thinking about the black rhino that one of my friends has just seen very close by here. Oh, I'd love to have another run-in with the big dominant black rhino bull here. to answer your question, she either goes under the fence, often have warthogs burrowing under the fence, and will create a burrow large enough for her to, or not a burrow, rather just a hole under the fence, and she'll use that to get under the fence. Or she just goes over it. If there's a tree close to the fence, then she can just climb the tree and hop over. Very easy for these leopards to move between reserves, in and out of reserves, which makes the conservation of them that much more difficult, as you can imagine.
Are you on your way to the sighting, or are you not? I am, Poole, but you're welcome to leave that area. I'll just make my way through on the way to Bushveld. So they start to towards the west, 30 meters, 40 meters from the back. So you'll probably find it.
More white rhino tracks on the road here, everybody. Also heading west, heading towards the fence. Not as fresh as the ones I'd seen in that dry riverbed though.
Good afternoon, I'm mobile on Leopard, standing by for any update. I think there are 8 people out. I know that they're exercising as part of Kaya. The line is
Got to keep a lookout here though, everybody, in the shadows here for this female leopard. She may have already come this far up. Oh, there's a little steenbok. Probably going to bolt as soon as I roll back. Oh, that's nice. She stuck around. Lovely. Is it a she? I don't see any horns. Also don't see any testicles. Safe to say it's a girl. Oh, isn't she beautiful? Our smallest antelope, everybody, that occurs here on the Rietspruit Game Reserve. The steenbok. What is she doing? All right, everybody, we're going to love and leave her. Beautiful little steenbok. Paul, can you please just go again with where your sighting is?
Bushveld track. You know, if you come from Bushveld Dam, you go south, and where it splits, it goes west onto, I think it's the Bushveld thing, and it goes right, which continues to be Bushveld track. In the open area, about a couple of 100 meters into the track that runs along on the west side.
Okay, copy, thanks. Got leopard tracks here that I'm following up on. Just chatting to Kevin behind us there. He's come up behind us, but he's going a different route. Right, now it's this road here, everybody, where this female leopard will eventually cross. and so too the rhino, white rhino that is, that I had tracks of. Another absolutely gorgeous road that very seldomly gets driven. Quite excited to be going back down here again. Just going to take it very, very slowly along here. It's a beautiful Impala ram here in the road in front of me. Sure. Hello, boy. Interesting behavior. Just spooked him with that sneeze, but he's trotting around. Now normally when Impala trot like that, it's because they've been spooked by a predator. It's normally associated with alarm calling as well. But when they get spooked, they sometimes trot around like that, almost prance. And it's not stotting. It's not what you sometimes see Impala doing, where they spring almost like in a rocking motion as they jump. It's different. It's just like almost on their tippy toe prance that they do sometimes when they've been spooked by a predator, just for a couple minutes after they've been spooked by a predator. Don't really understand why, but they certainly do it quite regularly. But he is quiet. There's no alarm calls from him. I just want to switch off quite regularly here, everyone, to see if we don't pick up on any alarm calls that will help us with this leopard. Carol, to answer your question, this road is called Witgat Link Site. Another mouthful. Seeing some rhino tracks on the road here now that are going back north, so behind me could be the same rhino tracks I had earlier down in the drainage line. Now it looks about the same aged rhino and same age of tracks. It's a very, very dense area, this. Perfect place for a leopard to come and hide. Oh dear. There's a big tree in the road. Time to do some bundu bashing.
Kevin, come in for drop.
Watch your left side there, Andrew.
deeper the roads because all the brakes are locked.
So the tracks of the leopard we had earlier, everybody, she was walking along that little dry riverbed. Now that little dry riverbed is right here in front of us, literally 50 yards, and it's quite a steep bank here in front of me, quite a sharp drop off here. She may have stayed in the riverbed itself. So I'm going to just hop off the vehicle here again. I want to just check the riverbed, which is right here, see if there's any tracks there. And also then just check this road to see if she can pop out on this road here. No, Michael, to answer your question, nobody's found those cheetah and the cubs again. I believe the male cheetah did come back west towards Blaubank, which is exciting, so maybe we'll catch up with those male cheetah again soon as well. But no sightings of the female and her cubs. Okay guys, I promise I won't be long. I'll be back with you shortly. Hello again, everybody. No luck finding any tracks of the leopard down in that riverbed, but damn is it beautiful. Phew, and humid inside that riverbed, but absolutely stunning. There's another big pool of water that's formed now in the river since the rains. This little dry riverbed actually would have flowed for a brief amount of time during the rains, and that water is now sitting here. It's just heaven, a perfect place for these animals. You know, it's such a quiet part of the reserve. There's almost no vehicle activity. It's just the most pure wilderness, this little section here. You can understand why the female leopards come up this way. Perfect habitat for her. An area where she won't get much disturbance. But not just the leopard. I've found fresh spotted hyena tracks crossing the riverbed here. More rhino tracks. And then lots of general game as well. A really stunning little area, this. But I'm going to take this road, which now runs pretty close to this riverbed. And you never know, we might get lucky with her still along here. She might still be coming this way. This road takes us back pretty much to where we first found her tracks. Might even be able to see that pool of water here. Oh, here it is here, down below us. This is where I turned around when I was walking. But it runs quite far back, that pool of water. Absolutely stunning area, this. Look at how gorgeous it is in here. Jennifer, oh, listen. Kudu alarm calling in front of us. That's definitely the leopard. You hear that, everyone? Very distinctive bark of the kudu. Let's try and get a bit closer. That leopard's still moving here in the riverbed, guys. Come on. Shit, I've got a tree blocking the road here now. Just going to sit here, see if I don't pick up any movement. It sounded like that kudu was up on the bank, this right-hand bank. And may have spotted the leopard moving in the riverbed. Apologies for my French earlier, everybody. But we do have a big tree pushed over in the road here, which means that if I do want to go further forward, I'm going to have to probably go around this whole section of trees here, which is going to make a lot of noise if I go off road. And then we may end up spooking this leopard completely. That's why I'm just going to sit here for 5 more minutes and see. She might come out towards us here, if we're still and if we're quiet. I could hear the kudu running. They bolted. Heart is pounding out of my chest. Leopard might even be moving along the very road that I'm driving on. The elusive leopard. God, I love them. I love how they can just disappear. Secretive animal. I think if she were going to keep moving along the river, everyone, she probably would have come past us by now. Okay, let's see if we can find a way past this tree. I'm just going to drive up closer to it, just see if I can go over it. Well, I don't think I can. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Too big of a tree. Maybe if we were in a Land Cruiser, but the little jackal will get stuck on top of that tree. This leopard is definitely here though, everybody. She may have turned away now, having figured out that we're here. We'll keep slowly creeping through here. Let's see if we don't get lucky. First things first, got to figure out a way around this fallen over tree. Hoping it won't be too difficult. Looks like there's a clear path around here. We're in luck. Nice and easy. Just here where that kudu was barking. I see there's a game path that goes out of the river here. Just want to see if there's any tracks of her here before I carry on. She may have crossed out of the river here. See the kudu tracks, Henry? The kudu bolted that way, which means that leopard wasn't there. That leopard was here. Maybe she was walking along the bank on this side, going that way, because the kudu were barking up here, ran across the riverbed that way. I heard them when they were running. No tracks of the leopard, everybody. Just tracks of the kudu. But I could see where they were running. They actually ran from, well, I must have got about 100 yards away from the riverbed here, and that's where they were running from. So that's where they would have started barking. So this leopard is moving not as close to the river as I had originally thought. She's cut away from the river and she's heading towards the western fence. So we're going to quickly whip around, everybody. I want to go back. There's another road that we can take and just see if we don't get lucky on the other side there. We're committed. It's time for a leopard. And she's here, that's for sure. I suppose the only other possibility that it could be that, you know, the kudu we're barking at is a cheetah, but this is not cheetah habitat, so it's very, very unlikely. And we of course have very fresh tracks of that female leopard in this riverbed, so I'm certain it's her. Watch your heads. So let's stick at it, everybody. Loving this, loving trying to find this leopard, and I'm loving this area. You never know what else we might discover.
Heart rate's 110.
Yeah, even me, 150, clocking 150. Andrew and I are just busy comparing heart rates here, everyone. Come on, girl. Yes, imagine you saw her here, walking along the edge of this beautiful riverbed here. Oh my God. Tell you one thing, everybody, if we do find her, Andrew and I are going to be drinking a lot of whiskey later.
Warren on Leopard, no need for test.
As I was saying before, everybody, I'm going to loop around. I have a good idea of where she's headed. She's going to move away from the riverbed. She's going to come out on one of the next roads over here. And then not far from here is that western fence line. She might be heading towards the citrus farms for some deka for dinner. Just making sure she hasn't come through here yet. Doesn't look like it. One of those rhino was sleeping here though. See that, Andrew? Rhino was sleeping here today. Hey? You can just see the disturbance in the swell in the dry riverbed here, everybody, where one of the white rhino was sleeping during the heat of the day. Okay, let's keep moving. She's going to come out on this road somewhere up ahead here. She may just cross it, of course. She might not stay on the road.
Yeah, I've got a leopard here just south of where we met. Copy that. 2 minutes left.
Sorry, where's that, Hannah?
Pull for a track.
Copy. Somebody else has just bumped into a leopard. Different leopard, everybody. Quite a bit further north of where we are here, unfortunately. But awesome to know that someone else has found another leopard on the Rietspruit Game Reserve. Now we need to find ours. She definitely would have come through here. We're almost in line with where those alarm calls were and where the kudu tracks were. Just going to quickly check here for tracks, everybody. See, there's a zebra up there.
Kevin, Hosanna.
Under the tree there.
I'll go ahead.
Kevin, I'm approaching Dusk.
There's no signs here. Let's keep going.
Yeah, you got the whole herd there. Would it be home via crossing? I think the herd's around, but I think that they probably on.
Yeah, the Deep Sluit River, everybody, runs north-south, and it is on the western side of the Rietspruit Game Reserve. Do you know what number is Western Channel?
I think. Maybe just confirm with Matty. He was pretty confident yesterday, he knew.
Oh, look at all the Impala here, guys. Thanks, Matt. Wow, look at this, guys. This is an amazing sighting. Massive herd of Impala with loads of babies. Look at all the newborn lambs. Oh, man. How cute are they? What a treat. Lots of dung beetles flying around here as well. Attracted to all the dung of these Impala. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if that female leopard is sitting here in the thicket somewhere watching these Impala. My gut told me she was going to come out somewhere around here, everybody. Hello for Gareth. Hello for Gareth. Is that animal relaxed?
Yeah, he was down for about 5 minutes now. Now he got mobile. Matt just arrived. He will follow up.
Okay, copy that. Matt, keep me posted. So my brother's just got to the spot where Hanno had bumped into. Sounds like he says he thinks it's a male leopard. So my brother is just busy trying to relocate that male leopard at the moment, everybody.
Field Brabant, leaving 6.
He'll keep me updated. There's more kudu there. Just make out their ears in there. You see them down there, kudu.
No.
Just go beyond this big tree towards the riverbed.
Hello. Good spot, sir.
So all of these Impala and kudu here, everybody, are very quiet. They haven't seen a leopard. That cow looks very alert, but she's staying quiet for now. I'm just going to sit here for another 5 minutes, everybody. I've had no further tracks of this leopard. I think she's somewhere here close to us. Just going to see if we don't hear any more alarm calls. These kudu will obviously alert us if they spot her moving down in that drainage line below them there. And we've got the Impala behind us.
Hello from Matt. What direction was that animal heading? Basically towards where we met just now. Okay, copy. So
Can't believe how humid it's got this afternoon. So sweaty right now. Looks like those kudu have descended down into the riverbed. I'm just going to turn us around, everybody, and go sit back in that big sodic site where I was off the vehicle previously. Just sit and wait for her there for a couple more minutes. She definitely wouldn't have come past this point. With all of the general game we've found up here, the zebra, the impala, the kudu, one of them definitely would have seen this leopard and would have sounded the alarm, which I would have heard. So she may still be making her way back up this way from the river, where the last kudu were alarm calling. Come on, Matthew, do your brother a solid and find that leopard. Okay, I just want to sit right here. See if she doesn't turn up. Sit here for 2 more minutes.
You can come a bit closer, just don't put 3 vehicles on a sandwich otherwise.
Andrew, do you know if Matt attended to the battery issue? Is that why we had it plugged in earlier?
I think that's why we had it plugged in earlier.
Yeah, I think so, Mary. I think Matt has come up with a plan. I think the reality is it's an old battery, so it's just not holding a charge. So Matt and Andrew have to, have it constantly connected to the mains to keep it going. So I'm sure we're going to have to order a new one in the new year. Matt for Gaz.
Okay.
Go Western Channel.
Copy.
Yeah, can you copy me?
Yeah, I haven't been able to relocate one of the area on the western side of it. I think it's 4-foot track.
How far are you from Leadwood or from Twin Crossings?
Well, very close to where those rhino were, so close to Rietspruit side.
Confirm Rietspruit Link and Pofadder Track Junction.
Yeah, probably 300 meters north of that junction.
Okay, copy that, thanks.
Yeah, I'm leaving the area now. No sign. I'm going to move on.
Okay, copy. Yeah, I've been tracking a female south of you, off Rietspruit Link, close to Roy Reinke's. She's heading west along that prominent drainage line. Did have kudu barking in the area here again, but no luck so far. So I don't know if you could hear my brother there, everybody. He's given up on that leopard. He had no luck seeing it, and he says where it went was incredibly dense bush. So it's up to us to find this one. Okay, let's carry on. Let's go to the western fence and just have a look down there, see if we don't see her. I've turned around, so I'm going back towards the same little dry riverbed that she was moving along, or adjacent to.
Yeah, I think you're coming in from...
These leopards are just too clever for us, eh? It's amazing. Still very shy, of course, most of them. Still not used to the vehicles. Hopefully we'll have some females that remain resident that will eventually become used to the vehicles, and will hopefully raise some relaxed cubs as well. I've missed my road to the fence back there in the jungle. I'm just going to turn around again, guys, sorry. It's become a bit overgrown and I didn't see it. The sun has set, so the temperature is now starting to drop a little bit. Lovely that it's cooling down, especially when you get moving again. Nice cool breeze. You okay, bud?
Yeah. Yeah.
Elephant are now all across the river bar 2, across the concrete crossing bar 2, still heading in a northerly direction, following the drainage.
Carol, yeah, that's absolutely perfect. You guys can call me Gaz, everybody else does. It's a nickname that I've had since I was a teenager. Just don't call me Gazza, because that's not my nickname. So as you can see, everybody, we've now popped out on the western fence line here, looking back up towards the Drakensberg Mountains. And you can tell we weren't far from it. The whole time we've been searching for this leopard, we've been pretty close to the western fence here. I'm just going to go a bit further south up onto this ridge and see if we don't see her. She may have already made it to the western fence and might be walking along this road. It was along this fence line, everybody, where we last saw Mabai-Bai's cub that was feeding on that tiny little newborn dwarf mongoose. That's the last sighting we've had of that cub. Now, they were last seen, I think, about a week ago on Kai and Global, mother and cub, which is great news that they're still doing well. They do sometimes venture out this way as well. No tracks of her here, guys. I don't think she's come out on the fence yet. Tons of Impala all around me. Well, once again, the leopard has given us the slip, everybody. Oh well, it was fun. Such a gorgeous area that she was moving through there. Some wildebeest amongst the Impala here. I wonder if we won't maybe find a wildebeest calf. Let's just have a quick look here. Two wildebeest there. Oh no, there's a couple more to the right. They're just hidden in thick bush. Let's go a bit forward. See if we can see more of the herd. See if there are any calves here. A bit too dense there. I don't know if we're going to see the rest of the herd. See them. Alright guys, I've changed my mind. I'm not giving up yet. I'm going to throw a Hail Mary and just go back up on the road that leads back up to this point. I've got just enough time. I'll pick up the pace a bit to get to where she is probably going to come out, close to where those kudu were alarm calling. Got to find the very sneaky little road that likes to hide from us here. I think this is it here. So this little road, everybody, is called Scallum Savannah Track. Which almost directly translated means naughty Savannah Track. Don't know where that name comes from, but anyway, I like it, and I like this road. And so do both the male and female leopard that we see in this area. This is where Andrew and I have been meaning to set up a camera trap to try and see how many leopards we get moving along here. But hopefully we're just going to bump into her now. Haven't driven up here in some time, and it's incredible to see the grasses that are shooting up here, that are growing here. This is certainly going to attract a lot of the white rhino, this section. Watch your heads, guys. We are pretty close now, folks, where I turned around before. We were sitting waiting for her. Pretty close to this section here. May have moved south rather than continuing west to the fence line, which is why I wanted to come up here. This road runs again parallel to the riverbed where we saw the last kudu dropping down into. This is where we turned around. The last kudu we saw were down to our right here. Just going to sit here, folks, for the remainder of our drive this evening and see if we don't hear anything. And it is just so wonderful to sit, you know, with the engine off for a little while and just listen to the bush, listen to the night sounds now. You can hear the frogs have started calling again. Michael, she may have gone somewhere for a drink, but to be honest, she drank so recently, you know, where we first found her tracks. I don't think that would have been her agenda now. She's on patrol and hunting. That's what she's doing now, I reckon. Just love to hear her calling now. That rasping call.
turn off.
It's Impala alarm calling on the other side of the river here, everybody. Hold on tight. Matt, I'm extending. I have a good idea of where these Impala are, everybody. Can actually cross over the riverbed just back here. We're back on the same road we drove up earlier, right at the beginning of drive. I'm just going to quickly race around there and see if we can get there. I'm pretty sure it's her. She did go south. Hunting. Just happened to be the rockiest part of the reserve as well. Come on, Jackal, you can do it. At the point now where those Impala were, or at least close to where those Impala were alarm calling. It's a prominent game path here where I often find her tracks crossing, right here. So sit and listen again. Damn. Impala have gone quiet. I could do this all night. I live for moments like these. I don't think my wife would be too happy though if I did this all night. I used to do it when I was single and guiding in the Sabi Sand, and before the curfews came in because of the rhino poaching crisis. Oh. There was just one snort of another Impala up ahead here, guys. I'm just going to slowly go that direction and have one last look there before we wrap up. But I was just going to say, you know, before the curfews got put in place on the private reserves here, us guides were allowed to go out at any time of the night, no matter what time, with our guests, without our guests. If we weren't driving, we could just go out and enjoy the bush and go follow up on lions or go follow up on leopards. And I used to do it quite a lot. I used to go out at night and do exactly what we're doing right now, until eventually I'd find the leopard. Obviously you can't track anymore at night, so you rely purely on the calls of the leopard and the alarm calls of its prey. But yeah, it's just so beautiful being out in the bush in the dark of night, listening to a leopard rasping, and then eventually finding it. So exciting. A set of eyes that I saw in here, everybody. I'm just going to go and have a closer look. Not sure what it was. What is that? I think it's a duiker. Whatever it is, it's moving now to the right. Lost it now. Can you hear the lions roaring? Very faint, distant calls of the lions, the male lions. Alrighty, folks. We gave it our best. She was so close to us the entire evening. And it's been so much fun sharing this beautiful afternoon with you all. But before I get into too much trouble with my wife, I think I'm going to call it quits for today, everybody, and start heading back for camp. We've got a bit of a drive back to camp. But I hope you all enjoyed it, and yeah, I hope to See you all out with me tomorrow morning. We'll be back at it again, early bells tomorrow morning. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining us, everybody. We will see you again soon. Keep well, everyone.
Dear future filmmakers, Africa is calling. It's time to reawaken your wild. Painted Dog TV is offering an internship unlike any other. Join our pack and see the world through a whole new lens. Live and work in the beating heart of the South African bush and become part of our mission to share it with the world. For the love of wildlife. For the storytellers of our future. Painted Dog TV internships.